Hello and welcome to another video. In a previous video, I showed you the steps on how to add Apple Pay to a website ordering page or an online ordering page. In other words, a website ordering page where you can search on Safari, Google, or a web browser. So let me kind of remind you of my previous video. In that video, I showed you the steps on what you have to do or take to add Apple Pay to the order online page. As you can see here, Apple Pay is enabled. Okay. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add Apple Pay to your branded app. So when you have an iPhone, you can add Apple Pay to your branded app now, which is really cool and really powerful, and you should take advantage of it. So I'm going to show you the steps on how to do that. Before I do that, I want to explain to you the difference between Google Pay and Apple Pay. So iPhone and Google, they make different devices, as you may know. Google makes the Android, Apple makes the iPhone, and Apple uses the Apple Pay and Google uses the Google Pay, right? So you can't add Google Pay to the iPhone and you cannot add Apple Pay to the Google phone. So they're competitors. Just to kind of explain that, because there's some confusion with that. But again, they both allow customers to order very easily using their Apple Pay or Apple Wallet, which makes it not necessary to have a credit card with you all the time. So this makes your customers, I would say, easier on them to order from you. Basically, what you want to do is you want to remove friction. You want to remove unnecessary steps for them to order from you. So for example, let's say you are selling cheesesteak or a sandwich and you have 5 steps before they can order, which is their credit card number, their address, their last, a verification code, another verification code. By the time you do all the steps, you're going to probably lose 50% of your customers because they don't want to do so many steps. So what we're trying to do here is reduce the number of steps so your customers can order very quickly and conveniently, right? I have friends, like I mentioned in my last video, that no longer carry their credit cards with them because their credit cards are already saved on their phones, and they use the Apple Pay to make that transaction. So, and also the number one requested feature from our customers, from people ordering, has been Apple Pay. And the vast majority of people in the United States have an iPhone more than they do have an Android phone. So it's a very good idea to have this technology enabled. And again, I recommend both, but this video I'm going to focus on the Apple Pay. Okay. So with that being said, let me kind of explain what the branded app is. For those of you that don't know, we have something called the branded app, which is your restaurant having its own app. Imagine Chipotle, not imagine. Okay, when you see the Chipotle app, that's an app. Imagine having an app just like them, right? And you have access to almost the same technology as they do, which is ordering online using Apple Pay and all that, right? So nowadays, small business owners like yourself, restaurant owners, can compete against these bigger established brands at a fraction of the cost. You can get your own technology and you can have this amazing ability to accept orders from your customers using their phones by downloading your app. Remember, it's a branded app with your logo, with your business name on the App Store, where your customers can order conveniently from their phones. Okay. If you have an app, then continue watching this video. If you do not have an app with us, give us a call. Here's our phone number, 925-414-3848, and ask and request that you would like to have an app built for your restaurant so we can build it for you. And then make sure to mention that you also want the Apple Pay with it as well. So again, remember that depending on when you watch this video, we may have more features available. So maybe you may be watching this video a year later. So make sure to subscribe so you can get updated with the latest features, because I'm constantly making videos. I think I have close to about 400 videos now over the years working with Clover. So if eventually I'll make another video kind of showing the progression of all the stuff we've done with Clover. So we know this system very well, and we're trying to give additional solutions and features so you can make the most out of it, right? So with that being said, let me kind of show you just a quick idea. So when you have your own app and with your loyalty program and push notifications and Apple Pay. It's a winning combination. It's something that you want to take advantage of. Okay, so if you have all this already, now I'm gonna show you how to add the Apple Pay. So to show you, I'm gonna actually work my way backwards. This merchant or this customer or this business owner already has Apple Pay in ready to go. It just has to be submitted to Apple to be added to their app. So I'm going to remove it just to work my way backwards to show you how I did this part right here, okay? So what is this all about? Because most of you watching this video is probably overwhelmed seeing all this code and everything and how I got here, okay? So I'm going to work my way backwards and then work my way forward so you can see how I got here. So I'm going to first delete this, okay? And according to Clover's documentation, this Apple Pay integration, once you integrate it, this code, not this code, the certificate lasts for 1 year. So make sure every year to repeat this step unless they change it. I'm hoping they will change it to 5 years or 3 years. That way it doesn't have to be renewed every year. But that's something that it'll be explained further to you. But let's go ahead and start. I'm going to go work my way backwards. I'm going to delete this. It says, are you sure you want to delete this identifier? You may result in Apple Pay transaction failures. Yes, obviously, I understand that because I'm making this video to explain to you how I did this, okay? I'm gonna press okay. Now it's gone, okay? So according to our documentation page, if you go here, it's called knowledge base. It's docs.zatech.com. Just search for Apple Pay. When you search here, you'll see results on how to add Apple Pay. By the time you watch this video, we may change the wording here and say set up Apple Pay for the branded app, because the one I did my last video was how to do it for the website, right? That's for the website. So the website steps are different from the steps for the app. I mean, for the branded app. But I'm going to show you the app one here, okay? But again, I recommend you do it for both app and website. So make sure to watch my other video as well. So let's go ahead. First, just read along. By the time you watch this, remember this text may change, so don't be alarmed if you see something different here, because we're always updating the text as we learn more stuff, as we hear more stuff. We're making those updates for you to also follow along. So it's saying, log me to your Clover dashboard and press the gear icon, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. See at the very top right, I have the gear icon on the Clover dashboard. Remember, when I say Clover dashboard, I'm talking about clover.com. Log in, choose your location. If you have 5 locations, you're going to have to repeat the step 5 times. If you have 10 locations, you're going to have to repeat the step 10 times. But once you do your first 2, it's very simple. You'll be able to fly, meaning you can do it very easily the next 7, 5, whatever locations you may have left. Okay, so when you go here, I'm going to start from the beginning. Go here, press View All Settings, and then what you want to do is you want to come down to e-commerce and choose e-commerce payments, okay? Before I move forward, I want to mention there's going to be 10% of you watching this video that will press the button and you will not see Apple Pay. And that's normal because Clover hasn't rolled it out to all merchants yet. As I explained in my previous video, 4 weeks ago, this was available to like 10% of merchants, and then it became available to 20% of merchants, 30% of merchants. Now it's available to almost like 90% of merchants. So they're slowly rolling it out to all the merchants. If you do see this, congratulations. That means you can start integrating Apple Pay. Okay, so what is iframe and what is API? iframe is for your website, which is what I explained in my previous video, how to do for your website. So watch that to learn how to do that. So remember to do both. Do this one and then do this one. Or you can do this one and do this one. Doesn't matter which order you go because they're completely different platforms, but start with one or the other. Okay, so let's start with this one here because I'm focusing on the app one. The app, it requires an API integration, okay? So when I click on it, it's asking me some information. At first, you're like, what is identifier? What are they asking me all this information? What does that mean? But luckily, we have a knowledge base here, which is gonna simplify it for you. Okay, so it tells you what to do, what buttons to press, how to add it, what to select. So all these stuff that I'm explaining in the video is already laid out here. So here's the part where it gets confusing, which I'm going to simplify for you. Okay. The identifier section is basically it's basically a URL, okay? So here's the URL. You can come here and actually copy this if you want, or you can just type this out yourself. So it's merchant.clover.mid. So remember, MID is the merchant ID. So you're going to replace these three letters here with your merchant ID. Remember, Clover tends to have two merchant IDs, one on your browser and then you have your other one. So when it says merchant ID, make sure to choose the one from your browser. So when you're on the Clover dashboard, you logged in, just look on your browser, click on it, and this thing will pop up. And this is your merchant ID. Every merchant has a different merchant ID. Okay, so you're gonna copy this into this section here. So let me show you how I do that. I'm gonna copy, right, just like that, copy it. And once you copy it, you wanna go back here and paste it, right? See how I pasted it here? And then you're gonna remove this, okay? And then once you remove that, what you wanna do is you wanna paste the merchant ID on there, okay? So let me go ahead and quickly get that merchant ID from my browser. Okay, I have got the merchant ID, I pasted it. I want to see if you guys are paying attention here. I made a mistake on purpose. What did I do wrong? The only reason I'm doing that mistake is so in case you guys make the same mistake, you can correct yourself. What did I do wrong here? You'll notice that I forgot to put the period here, right? Because if you look at this format that you have to follow, you have to put dot, so it's merchant.clover.mid, right? So if you look at this is correct. Merchant.clover.this. There we go, we have that. And then get your company name, okay? So just look up here. And remember, if you have more than one location, you're gonna have to identify each location, right? If you have like Mike's Sandwich Store, Irving Street, type in Mike's Sandwich Store, Irving Street to distinguish each location, right? You don't wanna put like, you wanna keep each location, the name. I mean, I'm sure you can use the same location. You should be fine. But if you want to identify closely, you can do that. But from here, it looks like it's asking for the full legal name of your company. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy this name right here, okay? Strat. Okay. And then one thing you'll notice here is that it doesn't ask for the address. It only asks for the city. When I say address, I'm meaning the street address. So you want to grab the address. So obviously, those of you watching this video already know your address. So because I'm doing this for a client, I'm going to show you how I get their address. I usually want to copy paste it because I don't want to make a mistake because that some words are, maybe more difficult to spell. I don't want to misspell it and then not get approved by Apple. Okay. So I'm going to go here and type in the city as this name here. Ronkonkoma, that's the city in New York. Okay, New York. And I'm going to scroll up and try to find New York. New York, there we go, okay? And then now it says website, okay? So remember the best thing to do website is see this format, follow that format. I actually copied the website name here earlier, so I'm going to just copy it, and I'm going to go here and paste it, okay? Let's see what happens if I paste the website, just like how I got it from the URL. It's saying enter, and it says invalid. Let's see if you get this message, just do this, cut it, and then just read what it says here. It says www. Okay, so there you go. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly what it said, www, and then remove the last part. There we go. Okay, so now we did that. Okay, I press OK. Now before you press done, download the certificate file right here. Okay, okay. It says upload CSR file to Apple. So remember this step, we have to do it for you because we have to submit it to Apple. So you're gonna have to email it to us, okay? And you can learn more by reading it here on how this all works. So download it. Once it's downloaded, you're gonna have to do one last step, which is not hard. So what you would do, press done, okay? And then look at the documentation here. It says here, right, obviously, see this is already appearing, so we're good to go here, right? This is appearing, good sign. And then certificate, which we already downloaded, right? We downloaded a certificate. Okay. Now you have to make a small change to certificate. Once you have downloaded the certificate, you have to rename it so the file name reads as follows: Clover. Remember, the only difference, you'll notice something different here. It says underscore. Before it was a period. Underscore, okay? And this one says dot. So follow this step right here. So basically, let's just say I'm gonna basically use this example. Actually, it's already laid out for you right here. So it's gonna look just like this, okay? And you're gonna email this to us, right? You're gonna email this to us, this information to our team at support@zatech.com, and then this way we can add it for you, okay? But if you're watching this video and you're getting overwhelmed, you say, I can't do this, this is too hard for me, I don't want to do this. Let's do the following. For the first 10, 15 merchants that reaches out to us, that wants us to do it for them, we'll go ahead and do it for you. But just send us an email and say, actually don't send us an email. Do this first. Go to your Clover dashboard, click on employees right here, add us as an employee, right? And then what you would do is you would basically, you would copy this URL right here, okay? Copy it, go to employees, add as an employee, make us admin, that way we can get access to your dashboard so we can do this for you. Say, and then send us an email, say, my company is this, my name is this, I added you to my Clover dashboard, please add Apple Pay because I have a branded app with you guys, okay? Just write those words in the email so we know exactly who so we can look up your name. Because when you add us, we don't get notified unless the only way we find out is by clicking on the dashboard and then doing a search for your business name. So add us and just write us an email saying, hey, I need help adding the Apple Pay to my branded app, and then mention the business name along with your contact information in case we have questions so we can add it for you, and we'll submit it to Apple and get it approved. So again, if you need help, we'll do it for you. The first 10, 15 merchants, we'll do it for you and assist you. But please reach out to us soon because it's a very popular feature and it's going to help your business get more attention, and also your customers are going to enjoy the convenience of having Apple Pay. All right, I think I covered everything. If I didn't, please reach out to us. If you want to get the app, reach out to us. We have a special going on right now. So reach out to us to learn more about that. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day.